Hello, everyone. So this is the AutoCAD Certified User exam for mockup training to prepare for the certification. And as you can see, once you log into GMetrix, you will come to this section where is mentioned the AutoCAD icon. Once you click on it, you will have there three exam, mockup exam, like three section, which is ACU AutoCAD Practice Exam 1 and ACU Practice 2, and also exam 3. All these three sections, it will be having their three sections, like training mode and testing mode. Well, now we will start from exam 1, and we will click on start. Here you will see the existing training and testing we started before. I will just go ahead and click on new test. Here you will see the language of the exam, which is here English. You can use other language, but recommended to use English one since the final test will be in English. The mode as well, you will be having two mode, testing mode and training mode. Both are just for mockup. The testing mode, they will give you a limited time and they will not provide any feedback about your answer if it is correct or wrong or any help. The training mode, they will be a limited time and they will provide help to your answer and also feedback for your answer as well. So now you have 30 questions, 50 minutes to answer this question, and the passing score 700 out of the 1000 score. It's kind of matching with the final ACU exam. Now let's go and start with the training mode. Start test and testing training mode. So I always go with the latest version here. I'll go with 24, AutoCAD 2024. However, I have the AutoCAD, my AutoCAD software is 2026. That's totally fine. We just select the latest version. Here, the GMetrix is loading now. It should be working so quick. And here is the GMetrix start and the training mode start as well with the drawing. So they automatically open the drawing for you. This is the latest update in GMetrix as well. Now, if we go and start answering this first question, before we answer the question, I would just tell you some things. Here they are mentioning that exam 1 or question 1 out of 30 and the ID of your exam. Here is the icon for help, and here to make the text bigger or the size of the text. You can make it big or smaller based on your preference. Also here from where you can save your test and exit. Even if training mode, you can save it as well, right? And here they will provide image, always image, and they're indicating some like very important information in this image. You can just refer to. You can click on that image if it's small to just expand it, and it will make it zoom out, and you can refer to it while you're answering the question. And here is the question start. You have to put your answer here as well, and you need to respect this format of the question as well. Now, here you have the exam summary. You can see all the questions, and also you can jump directly to the question you need to go and answer it, for example, if you review it or not. And also here, that's mean indicating the gray square. That means you did not answer these questions. Mark for review, you will be marked with this flag, and answer with green and tag. Now, we will go with this first one. Like the first question is open a new floor plan drawing. For sure, here in this new updates, automatically they will open the drawing. As you can see, here is the new floor plan drawing. We are in it. So second step of the question, they ask you to activate the table named view. And as we learned, you have to go to the view tab. From view tab, you can go to the named views panel, and you can extend this and save the view. And you are looking for a table. So the table named view, it's here. Once you click on the table named view, automatically they will direct you to that location. I will just pan the page a little bit, zoom out a little bit, just to make sure I'm in the correct location. And now the third step of the question, they ask you to rotate the table by 90 degrees, selecting the geometric center of the table as the rotation point. So in this case, we need to select this table and type the RO for rotate command, spacebar to confirm your selection, and then hover over the rectangle and click on the geometric center, since they're asking you to specify the geometric center as a rotation point. And then for 90 degree, you can just go ahead and type 90 and enter. in this case, we have completed this rotation, and then last step of the question, they ask you what is the distance from corner 1, which is here, and then to corner 2. And always, I advise you to start sequence-wise as they given in the exam. So I will start with the distance command from point 1 to point 2. In that, I will go and activate the DI for distance command, and I'll go with left click, very precisely hover over that endpoint, which is point 1, and go to end point number 2. And as you can see here, the distance is 1.2520, right? And you can just go here and type 1.25. Why? We will not complete the number because they give you here for a 3-digit only. And then once you finish this question, you can click next. And as you can see, since we are in training mode, here they are giving you that your answer is accepted and your answer is correct. And also they give you some explanation here how to answer your question just in case you answer it wrong, right? Here, since we answered it correctly, so we will just go ahead and click on next. Now, we are in the next question. This question number 2. They ask you to create a new drawing here. So simply we will create a new drawing, and then now here we need to use the polyline command to create a shape as shown in the image with the direct input, which is the given here 27, 23, 15, and you close the shape. So by that we need to activate the polyline command, which is PL, the shortcut, and then they did not give us any start point, so I start anywhere randomly. I click here and then make sure to enable the ortho mode. Now I'll go clockwise by 27, enter, and then I'll go down with 23, enter, and then go to the left side with 15 unit, and then type C to close it, and enter. Now, what is the length? What is the length of the polygon? Simply, you can click on the polygon and go to properties, either by clicking Control-1 shortcut, or you can right-click and select the properties, or you can type PR as a shortcut. Now, the length of the polygon is here, 90.9422. So we are going to type 90.94. That's all, because the format is giving you only 4 decimal, and click next. Again, they will give you correct or wrong. Also, they will give you some explanation here about the how to answer the question. Next, for example, now this question, they ask you to open home drawing, which is basically they open the drawing for you directly. This will the next update as well, latest one. Now, in this, they ask you to activate the line, name the view. For example, I'll go to the view tab since we are here, extend the name of line, name the view, just in case, for example, we don't know how to answer this. Since we are in the training mode, we have a help. And the help, this icon, the lamp icon of the bulb, if you click on it, it will provide down. If you scroll down, you can get some help here about the steps how to answer this question. Let's pretend like we don't know how to answer this question, and we will go and answer this question based on the help provided. So first step, they ask you to go under the name under the tab view within the view panel. Select the line named view. So basically, this is the view tab, and then here they ask you to select the line named view, which we are in it now. Then second point, they ask you to type L for a line, or type line to start the line command. So I will type L for line, and I started the line command. As you can see in the command bar, the line is activate. Now the command line active, and we can ready to start the making line. Then they ask you to left click on point 1, then point 2. If you go to the image, here is point 1 and here is point 2. You have to just make sure you are in correct location, right? So don't click on wrong spot. Be precise. So this is point 1. I'm going to click, and then point 2. Sequentially, I'll go here, and then I'll click in the point 2 as well. You can always zoom in and pan the page for accuracy, and then escape. I'll go back after creating the line command from point 1 to point 2. Press enter. I did. Now select the line. I will just click on it to select it, and they ask you to go to properties by clicking right click and properties. And then now here they ask you about the delta X listed under the geometry group. So here is the properties for the line. As you can see, here is the geometry group. And then they ask you about the delta X. If you scroll down, you will see the delta X is 127.5. Simply you go there and type the 127.5. So basically here, since they ask you for 5-digit, you can add a 0, and this will be accepted as well, even without 0, right? So, and this will be only in the GMetrix, right? So click next, and your answer is correct. And here they're telling you that accepted the 50 or 5-digit or 4-digit. However, you will not facing this issue in the final ACU exam. Now, let's go next. And here is how we learn to answer the question by using help with GMetrix. However, if you do not know how to answer the question, even with help, which sometimes maybe it's happened, simply you can just mark the question for view. So just mark it here for review, and then you can always come back to the question later, right? So once you mark it, just click on next, mark it for view, and click next. Once you click next, you will go back to the other question, which you are going to answer. For example, here we are still in home drawing, and they ask you to enter name view within the view panel. Select the room B. So I'll go to view and then view room B. Here I am, and they ask us to draw a polygon within room B. So they ask us to draw a polygon within room B. They didn't precisely tell us which location exactly, so that's fine. We will type the polygon, which is POL, the shortcut, enter, and then the polygon should be from 5 sides. We will type 5, enter, and then we will just locate it anywhere in the room B, within room B. So I'll be here, for example, and then let's see if they want us to make it inscribed or circumscribed. In this, they ask you to specify as a radius 5, number, and oh yeah, here the dimension is inscribed. So we will use the inscribed one, and then we will we will make the radius as a 5 unit. So, however, direction doesn't matter. I will just make it like this, and I will type 5 for the radius, 5, enter. Now, successfully we created. Now they ask you what is the area. Yeah, the area always there is multiple way to all different ways or alternative ways to get the areas of this polygon, either by selecting the polygon and right click, go to properties as we learned, and you will find the area here, which is 5944, or you can use it from the command, either from typing area command, right, enter, and then select object from the command bar, or type O, enter, then select this object. You will see the area as well here. It's mentioned 5944. Both is correct. Or you can use the measuring gum as well tool, which is MEA. This is the shortcut, enter, and you just go ahead and click inside the polygon. Just one click in the polygon, and it will give you the area and the perimeter. So the area is 59.44, and you can put here your answer, 59.44, and then just go next. And again, next. This question, again, we are in home drawing already, so we need to just open the proper view. Under the view tab within the views panel, select the polyline named view. So I'll go to the view list, and I will select the polyline named view. Here is the polyline named view, and then they ask us to draw a polyline that touches 4 points, right? So from point 1 through point 4, number 4, to match the image above. So from 1, 2, 3, 4. Just follow the exact instruction. So I will type PL for polyline, enter, and sequence-wise, I will start from point 1, point 2, 3, and here it's 4. Zoom in, pan the page, make sure you are in the correct location, and here, and then enter or spacebar to exit from the command. Now, after that, they ask us what is the length of the polyline. Here is the length of the polyline from properties. After selecting the polyline, you will see the length is 347.83. So 347.83, and then you can go with next question. And this is how we use the GMetrix. If, for example, you would like to stop practicing on this exam, you can just simply save it from here. Or if, for example, if you would like to go back to the summary, you can click on this icon for the exam summary, right? And then once you go to exam summary, you will see that we have answered these questions and we did not answer these questions. And then we have only one question being marked. So we can click on that and we will simply go to this question directly and we can answer it again, right? Here is the question that we have marked for review. So now here they ask us to open the home drawing, for example, under the view tab within the view panel, select arc named view. So we are in home drawing, make sure. And then now, if you would like to restart your drawing, you can just click on this icon to restart the associated application, which is the AutoCAD software. And just in case if you have any issue with the entire exam, you can click and reload the current file. So for example, we will restart the drawing now. And as you can see, they ask us if you would like to save the drawing, and this is very important comment, and recommend you to not save the drawing at all. So just click no, do not save any change, because we would like to still practice on this drawing again. Here is it. So we have successfully restarted the drawing, and now we are in home drawing fresh from start. Now let's go to view tab, and then within the view tab, we need to go to arc named view. Here is the arc named view, and exactly we're supposed to work on this box. Now what they want from us to do, they said draw an arc using point 1, the center point of the box as the center of the arc. Make sense. So they ask us to create this arc, which we don't have here, right? By using the center point number 1, which is the center, geometric center of this rectangle or the square as the center point of the arc. In this case, imagine these the list of arcs. We have more than 10 types of arc. Make sense for us to use the center start end, because they have the center and then the start and then the end. Here, if we use the select the center start end, we need to hover over that square and make sure to select or specify the center of geometric as a center point. Now we can click on the start point and then the end point here, and by this we have created successfully the arc. Now, what is the last step? They ask us what is the arc length. Simply click on the arc and then right click, go to properties, and from properties you will see the length of the arc. It's listed here, which is 33.32, and just type this simply here, 33.32, and then go next. Just for example, if you would like to take a break, and you can always save the practicing and then exit, and you can resume your training later. So I can just click on this icon to save it and exit. So just to check and measure how long it took you to practice on this each test. So later, I don't want you to keep the training running and then you came back after a couple hours because the time it will running. So in the end, you can't measure how many minutes you spend on each exam, which will be very helpful for you and us to measure to guide you to pass the ACU exam with Certiport to get your certification as an AutoCAD Certified User. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, everybody.